Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. And it's McAllister. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
And here's Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy...
He's gone for goal! Wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Jones in acres of space out wide. So it is still 0-0.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gravenberg, can he spark a counter here? Now it's Isak. Now, can they get him away? They're urging him to shoot. Oh, well played. Bruno Guimaraes. Joe Linton. Joe Linton gets on his bike and on the move. Decent chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Liverpool definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they... And the shot! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Bruno Guimaraes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Botman. And Hall. And it's Tonali. Jones.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's had it taken off him. Joe Linton. And it's Joe Linton. Wissa. And it's Hall. Here's Bruno Guimaraes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's intervened well there. Newcastle are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Joe Linton. Wissa does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Defending here is really tight. Robertson calmly anticipates. Gravenberg kept his eye on it, and he's there. Frimpong. Van Dijk. And it's Frimpong. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg gets a foot in here. Now it's Isak. Can he get on the end of this? Pope gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Newcastle have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So, into the second half. Newcastle leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Jones. Well, they can break here. Jones. Turns back here, probably the best option. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Wissa.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Gakpo. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Joelinton. And it's Tonali. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came in.
Isak! Tried the volley, but no.
Isak really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Joelinton. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just...
Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Newcastle are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he's quick to snatch it back. Chance! Wisa. That's good running with the ball. Newcastle perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, can he get onto this? Konate, it's just beyond his reach. Wisa. Looking for the run. And that was very necessary. Szoboszlai. Now it's Isak. Could move up a gear here. That's good vision. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Botman. Just about up to 75 minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Ah, he's given it away. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Substitution on the field.
So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Coming on the field.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
14.
Newcastle are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Joelinton. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Newcastle couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Chiesa makes a dash for it. Threads one in. Chiesa showing good feet. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
That's another chance! And that's in! And what a climax we have here! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Chance, surely! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Vert is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. He won't be happy with that one. Nicked it back promptly. Great vision. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's been hooked away. Isak. Big chance! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last!
Chiesa really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Soboslai.
Stern
Number
test
10,
this for the endurance, for the
McAllister.
character of the players
Coming on the
as we
field,
head into extra
number
time.
11, Mohamed Salah.
Newcastle
Number
pay the price
3,
for failing to close out the match in normal time.
Substitution.
Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? It's Salah! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Linton just eases him off the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Trippier. Willock. Willock. Opts to play it. Great chance! And it's Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Chiesa. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's clever. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Robertson. Isak might just make this. Willock. Bruno Guimaraes. Knocks it out wide. And he tries a shot! Off the post! That's put paid to the danger. And that is an energetic end to the first period of extra time.
With the father of a boy in a yellow
So neither
t-shirt
side able to conjure up a telling moment, and we are where we are. This is the last chance to win it.
Substitution on the field. Number 38.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Number 26. Robertson.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Number 6.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bajcetic powering forward here. Played into space. Byrne gets over and intercepts. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries to play it through. Gordon. He's had a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Newcastle have their lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Cross from Chiesa. Cleared away. Endo. Newcastle moments now away from seeing this one out. That's the end. Newcastle can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Szoboszlai really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Here comes the cross. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Frimpong crosses. It's not an especially good... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's somewhat off target. Jones. The ball has bounced loose now. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Curtis Jones, is someone who's shown remarkable maturity since his tender years, Peter. He's going to be handling a lot of link-up play while at the same time drive...
Szoboszlai! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Szoboszlai. Passing is Christian. Goal! And there is your opener. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Hall. Now Tonali. That has been cut short.
Newcastle really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's Szoboszlai. Caught offside that time. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Share. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Gets his head on it! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Szoboszlai. Ekitike. Lovely shot at goal! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Jones. Looking to play him in. Szoboszlai. He's picked his way through. And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Clinical, just clinical. What? Can he finish? It's in! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Wissa demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Newcastle may be down, but not out just yet. Linton. And it's Tonali. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, they could be caught out here. Linton. That's destined for the flank. And the ball is out of play. Kept his eye on it, and he's there. Newcastle are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Good take, and is he in? Szoboszlai, a massive creative influence, involved in so many goals. The muscular approach does pay off here. Botman is fouled. Konate wins the duel this time. Szoboszlai. Has a look and plays it forward. Threads one in. Now this could be a chance. He's got away. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Szoboszlai.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Szoboszlai. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Linton. He has found a way through. Forced to go back. And that brings the first half to a close. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Frimpong. Linton. And Hall. Linton. That's going wide left. Lovely bit of skill. Opts to play it back. Now it's Isak. Tonali. Linton. And it's Tonali. Under an awful lot of pressure. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Share.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Here's Linton. Oh, just skips, decent chance! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting.
Great chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Liverpool now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Joe Linton deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Joe Linton does really well to win the ball there. Ekitike.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's made its way to him. McAllister. Isaac.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's McAllister. And Konate. And it's Robertson. Just about up to 75 minutes. Robertson. And it's Gravenberg. For Szoboszlai. And it's McAllister. No, that's been intercepted. Tonali.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
This is a promising build-up. Bruno Guimaraes. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Joe Linton. Tonali promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Joe Linton. Ekitike. Gravenberg. Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Oh, he's all on, and the shot! Oh, brilliant save by Pope!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
The final 5 minutes. Wissa driving forward. Frimpong. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Takes a shot! Goal! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 17.
Liverpool visibly comfortable,
Jones.
now up by 3.
Number 10. McAllister.
Szoboszlai.
Coming on the field. Number 18.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Endo.
Looking to
Number
pass
7.
their way up the pitch.
That's substitution in progress.
Crunching tackle. And that's gone loose. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Newcastle cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Please put your hands together, everyone.
Any
and
reflections
give
on
our
what you've
boys a
seen,
round
Jim?
of applause for a
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it?
And a shot!
And for a moment, time stood still. Newcastle with the corner, they're first. Tonali with the short one. Livramento is having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Newcastle have their second corner now. They've played it short. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Number 41, Ramsey.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Jones. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ekitike. Newcastle leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Soboslai. Chance here to counter. Strong running down that left flank. That's a super give and go. Jones. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tonali. And it's Guimaraes. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Great ball, and he's in. Goes for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Wisa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Newcastle have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Has to go back here. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Shad makes the interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Tries one from range. It's a goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Gravenberg, Konate, and it's Frimpong, and it's McAllister. Isak receives it in a good position here. Botman. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. That's destined for the flank. He's picked his way through. Flashes it across. And the finish! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Newcastle have hit a quick-fire double here. Hall. Wissa. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Newcastle couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Bruno Guimaraes. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. This is a promising build-up. Well-timed, excellent interception. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Wissa. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Gravenberg. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's shifting through the gears here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Jones. And here's Soboslai. Good ball, good... Isak! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Newcastle are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Jones. Ekitike. Great chance! Knocks it into... Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ekitike. Jones. Wissa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, oh, he's having a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Bruno Guimaraes. Ekitike. That has been slung wide. Ekitike showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Isak. Looking for options for movement. Oh no, what has happened here? Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Livramento. And there's the shot! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Livramento certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Ekitike. That has ended up in no man's land. Jones chasing after it. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good alertness. And it's Jones. Oh, super ball! Decent chance! He would have been quick to recover this. He's a sharp little ball here. Wissa. He is through here! And Wissa! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Ekitike looking understandably energised after his goal. And he's seen that early, used a certain... Isak! It's in! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Real chance! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining! Game still on! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Ekitike. Number 17, Jones.
Liverpool can now introduce 10, the first of their substitutes.
Coming on the field.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see...
He'll try from distance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
So their fourth corner of the game. Tonali plays it short. Oh, that's neat. That is good strength. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes.
Newcastle clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Tries to play it through. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And Wissa! And that is doing no harm at all. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Well, that's well seen too. Gravenberg. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he thumps it clear. Five minutes to add. Bruno Guimaraes. He's on it, can he get away? Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. Well, there's the clearance. And he's got away from him. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
We will go into extra time.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Substitution on the field. Number 26, Robertson.
Into extra time we go.
Is number 6.
Newcastle pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Now it's Gakpo. He's looking wide. It looks a good ball through. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Back where it came from. And it's Willock. Wirtz gets a foot in here. Now it's Isak. Now it's Gakpo. He's through here. He's got away. Plenty to aim at here. Has crossed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Caught offside that time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Quality ball. Gakpo is onto it in a flash. Wissa. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hall. Is there any support? He might not need it. Willock has been caught there, it's a foul. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Bruno Guimaraes!
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
So just 15 minutes still to come.
And now I'd just like to read out our...
Well, nobody wants to settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it?
Substitution.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Goes for the shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. And it's Wirtz. And here's Isak. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gakpo. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And now the breakaway. Kerkez. That's a sharp pass. Byrne kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Szoboszlai. And here's Gakpo. Endo.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Substitution on the field. Number 38, Kravenberg. Coming on the field is number 11, Mohamed Salah.
Szoboszlai.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So after all of that, what can we say?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. So spot kicks imminent. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. Which way will he go? And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Wissa is the next to run the gauntlet. And he makes it one each. And he duly obliges. Gakpo is the second man to step up for his team.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Gordon is the man who's second in line. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Szoboszlai is looking to do his bit.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Tonali is the third man to step forward. Oh, the upright and back out.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Liverpool are looking for comfort. Of course, and that is a giant step towards the line.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve.
Now there's a penalty.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment? Oh, brilliant! He had to save it, and he did.
I suspect a change of mind could have been the problem then.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
We're talking about a pressure penalty.
And that will do it! So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. I was going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Guimaraes. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Jones. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll be the one expected to take up a deeper role and play make from back there. But
big chance! Real chance! So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Isak. Stood up well to him there. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. First quarter of an hour gone. Bruno Guimaraes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Van Dijk. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Looking for a... goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Paul goes short. And he's gone backward here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Space for him to turn and look. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Wissa, approaching the half-hour mark.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ekitike, he's picked his way, shapes to shoot, and again! And he's done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now this could be a chance. And it's Guimaraes. He's dealt with that really well. Bruno Guimaraes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
This looks promising. And he's being shifted off it. Isak.
Newcastle certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Guimaraes. Linton. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, sweet feet. And it's made its way to him. Now, great chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he's going to have his name taken.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for and it was a reckless lunge.
Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Good looking ball.
Added time.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Ekitike. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each.
Can turn it up for the second.
And that's the second half started.
Newcastle clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Out of play for a goal kick. He's had it taken off him. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now it's Linton. Tonali. And the shot's on here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Wissa. And it's Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes! Oh, wow, that is fantastic! From Captain Fantastic!
Oh, what a wonderful statement of intent from the leader of your team, Peter. You can really sense this newfound sense of energy and purpose now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be...
Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's bounced out off the woodwork! Forward it goes. Isak going after that. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's being urged to shoot. Showing good feet. And he's got away from him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Frimpong. He's a sharp little ball here. There's the shot! That's another chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Linton. Livramento. More and more pressure on the ball here. He's found a way through. Big chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Jones, and that is a little undercooked. Livramento, he's shifting through the gears here. Wissa, and that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Szoboszlai, and it's Frimpong to McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it out wide. Shot could be on. Chance, surely! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Liverpool drag themselves back again.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Liverpool are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Jones. Number 10, McAllister.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 7, Betts. Number 3,
Frimpong.
Anton.
Now he's got space here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Frimpong cuts out the pass. Now it's Szoboszlai. Gravenberg. Now it's Szoboszlai. Linton tries to play it through.
There will be
Just
5
seeing the
minutes
board now,
added time.
it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's managed to get free. Linton. Endo. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Szoboszlai! He went for the corner. And it's Willock. He shifted it to the flank. Lovely feet. Hall. Elects to cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, what has happened here? So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Scores
Well,
11.
no winner after
We will
90
go
minutes.
into extra
Another
time.
30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference. 90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Newcastle pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Vitz knocks it into space. He's through here. Soboslai gets into a good position. Chance for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Liverpool with the lead. And the finish! Oh, good finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Shad wins the duel this time. Elanga. Willock. And it's Tonali. He's on it, can he get away? Threads one in. Isak wants to run onto this. And he's intervened well there. Trippier.
There will be 1 minute added
Gordon.
time.
And it's Willock. And it's Tonali. Spread out to the left. So there's the whistle, and we will have a
Please
brief
turn your
break.
attention to the screen for information.
Goals
provided
on
by the
both
local
sides
police.
then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this.
Substitution on the field. Number 38, Kravenbach. Number 26.
Is there to be drama in these
Robertson.
final 15 minutes?
Number 30, Krepper.
They have played themselves
Coming
to a
on the
near
field,
standstill.
number 43,
What is left in the tank
number
now?
6.
Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Newcastle leading now.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Willock! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Newcastle now in a position far more desirable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been through.
Chance! And that's a sharp finish. All set up now for a dramatic climax. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Liverpool now just needing one.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Well timed, excellent interception. Pinches it off him. Very much into the last knockings. Wirtz. He has a look up. This could be their final throw of the dice. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Plays it across.
Liverpool really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted. And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response.